What's up? It's Leslie Nielsen over here at the Daniel Ehrenberg, and over there is Logan Adair. This is the franchise where we talk about movie franchises. If this is your first episode, we talk about movie franchises. The franchise we're talking about this week is The Naked Gun. All right, which got its start as a TV program called Police Squad, which we'll talk about as well. All right. So we're talking about the first two movies this week. Next week we'll cover the third movie and the new one with Liam Neeson. All right. Logan, are you watching these for the first time?
Yup.
Wild shit, man. These were perennials for me. Like I don't think I ever once put on The Naked Gun as a kid to watch, but it was one of those movies that was just always on TV. Like it got up to the baseball part at the end of the first one, and I was like, I've seen this hundreds of times.
Strike two.
Yeah, yeah, that
That was
was
funny.
good.
I'm doing all
Maybe
the
you should.
strikes.
Maybe you should always host the show in that impression. You got a lot of energy.
Okay. Daniel, you're out.
Do you really want me to leave?
Yep. Get the hell out of here.
Oh,
By the
fuck.
way, you better call me by my maiden name this episode.
Oh yeah. What's your maiden
Drebin. I
name?
don't know. I didn't
Trent
think of a
Rev.
maiden name, but that was a funny joke.
That was a great joke. Hey, we'll talk about all the classic jokes. We'll
So
talk
many funny
about all
jokes.
the bad jokes.
Very
We'll
few
t-
of those.
there's a few more in
And
the
the
second
second
one than the
one.
first one. Yeah. And we'll basically worship at the altar of Leslie Nielsen, who's a total delight throughout.
Everybody is, though. I thought all the acting was very good. His sidekick, the love interest, Priscilla Presley was
Oh my god, I
very
can't wait to talk about Priscilla Presley. I have so much to say about Priscilla Presley. George
okay.
Kennedy as well. George Kennedy, of course, franchise all-star because he's the only actor who appeared in all four of the airport films.
Airport,
Yes.
not airplane.
Well, apparently he was offered a role in Airplane to spoof himself and he turned it down, and that's what led him to take the role in Naked Gun. He always
So he's
regretted
not a
turning that
comedic
down.
actor.
No one in this movie is a comedic actor.
Maybe that's the magic. That's why they got
Yeah,
that was the genius of getting Neeson back. He's not very funny, but he just can deliver it flat, you know? And
that's
that's what
right.
that's what they're looking for.
That's what you need.
The writing is what's funny.
Right, and the visual gags.
Exactly. Crashing into cars and people on docks. That always makes me
Yeah,
laugh, honestly. That's hilarious.
I liked when one of the chalk drawings, of a corpse. It was like a little walk like an Egyptian guy.
That was funny. The one in the middle of the ocean was funny.
That was good too. Yeah.
The stick man. They just got some of them were
Turns
stick men.
turns out I like police chalk drawing visual gags.
Same. I never put that much thought into it. I also like when he's like behind his car shooting a gun, and then someone
Mm,
else is 5 feet away behind a garbage can shooting a
that
gun.
that was in the first one. I mean, in the police squad.
Oh,
When
okay.
I watched the police squad pilot. There's only 6 episodes, but we're lazy here on the franchise, so we only watched the
Hey, I
pilot.
disagree. We watched the pilot.
Yeah. Hey, I like that. Glass half full.
Exactly.
Uh, all right, but I caught a few gags that were reused in the films.
Yeah, I think the tall guy, the guy whose like head is off this
Yeah,
out of frame.
the Egyptian chalk drawing, even.
We'll get to it probably. I probably wrote some down for this show.
Okay, looking forward to that. So the dudes who created Police Squad and in so doing created the Naked Gun are Zaz.
That's right.
Yeah, I like saying that.
It's your favorite thing.
Yeah, yeah. So Zaz is Jerry
Besides,
Zucker.
it wasn't me. That's your favorite joke, but then Zaz is your
Is
number
you
two.
think that's my favorite joke? Saying it wasn't me.
Well, as Shaggy, you don't just say it wasn't me. But you say it wasn't me. You do it like in the voice.
Mr. Laba Laba.
Yeah, and Mr. Echo impressions. You like to do that.
Oh yeah, Yummy. Um.
So those are your favorite things.
All right, thank you. We'll do an episode later this year, sort of like Oprah, where it's my favorite things.
That's Oprah?
Yeah, Oprah does that.
I thought that was The Sound of Music.
When something makes the Oprah my favorite things list, it's like a big deal. All right. They always say that when someone's on Shark Tank and they've reached Oprah's my favorite things, they say that and the sharks are like, "Whoa."
I had no idea what you're talking about right now.
All right, whatever. Um Zaz is the directing team. That's made up of the Zucker brothers, David Zucker and Jerry Zucker, and also their pal Jim Abrams.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And they also frequently work with a fellow named Pat Proft.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. He co-wrote the. It's like they can't write it just the three of them. They need a fourth guy. It's crazy.
Well, these are very funny.
Yeah, maybe Pat Proft is the
Secret
juice that they
sauce.
need. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's what we got here. They originally wanted it to be a movie, which turned out to be Good Instincts. But Michael Eisner, who was the head of Paramount at the time, he was like, feels like a TV show to me. So they made it a TV show.
So it's such a good idea. It works as both so well.
Yeah, it's true.
It, what would do these guys do any scary movie stuff, or is that all Wayans?
No, they did 3 to 5, didn't they? One of them did.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I just jumped in for him.
Because I have a Zaz list, but it's got all three of their shits on it.
Okay, that's a
And
fun list.
do you want me to
Yeah,
do it?
which is the better Zucker? I noticed David is the one who does the Naked Gun too, because the
Well,
title
because
says Un film de David Zucker,
yeah,
which made me chuckle.
Jerry had left. He's more of he wanted to be like a serious filmmaker. Okay. So he went and did Ghost instead of
Oh,
Naked Gun
I
2.
forgot about that.
And that was a big deal. And that's why there's all that Ghost parody shit
That's
in the
hilarious.
second Naked Gun movie. All right. Here,
Great
I've got,
movie, Ghost.
you want to hear this list? I've seen 16 items from the Zaz filmography.
All right.
All right. Number 16 is Scary Movie 3, which is David Zucker. All right.
Okay.
David Zucker, he's the tried and true. He was like, I have no interest in anything but spoof movies. I'm just going to make spoof movies my whole life. All
That's
right.
fine. He's probably the best one that's ever done it.
The other two had greater ambitions. They're better than the Aaron Seltzer and Friedberg.
Who's that? What do they do?
They're the ones that did like disaster movie,
Oh, come
superhero
on.
movie. All right, number 15 is My Boss's Daughter, which is also a David Zucker joint. Then I got First Night at 14, which is Jerry. At 13 is Jane Austen's Mafia, which is a parody of The Godfather that Jim Abrahams did in the late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I saw that way too many times. After that, I got Scary Movie 4, which is David at number 12. Number 11 is Big Business. That was a Jim Abrahams movie. It's like Bette Midler and Lily Tomlin. They're hanging out. Number 10 is Rat Race, which you've seen. That's a Jerry Zucker joint. Number 9 is Ghost, which is also Jerry. Number 8, Top Secret.
Wow.
That's all three of them. The Zaz crew work together on that one.
When is that compared to this in timeline?
Top Secret's 1984. So they did after Police Squad. Their first movie back was Top Secret. Then they did Ruthless People, which is great. That'll be higher on the list.
Okay.
And then they did Police Academy. No, sorry.
Police Academy. I looked that up a few times. I forgot the name.
Well, I read that's why they changed it. Like the title, Police Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Like Police Academy had come out since Police Squad and was like a big hit. So like they worked around it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number 7, Hot Shots Part 2, which is Jim Abrahams. That's what he was doing. You know, when Zaz broke up after the first Naked Gun, David made the new Naked Gun. Jerry made Ghost, and Abrahams did Hot Shots.
All good efforts by all of them.
Honestly, yeah, pretty impressive. Number 6 is Hot Shots 1. Number 5, I have Naked Gun 2. Oh, you know what? I may have made this list before we rewatched them for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of agree with you now. All right, number 4, I have the first Naked Gun. Number 3, Ruthless People by
Wow.
the Zaz Boys. That's a killer movie, dark comedy with Danny DeVito and Bette Midler. Number 2, Welcome Home, Roxy Carmichael.
I think somebody might have won an Oscar for that or something.
I'm not sure about that, but that's a sweet
It
little
was in the
in.
play for the Oscars. I saw it on something.
Okay. Jim Abrahams did it. Winona Ryder, charming as fuck. And then number 1, gotta go Airplane, right?
Gotta go Airplane. Yeah, hard not to go Airplane. Are they trying to capture the magic of what wins Airplane? By the way, is that before this?
That's like 79 or something.
Okay, is OJ like the new Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
I guess
Trying
so.
to do that here, bring in an athlete. I
Yeah.
tried to think if they kept doing that. Gave up thinking that, obviously, because
Well,
I
I
don't have the
mean,
answer.
they do use athletes a lot. They clearly like sports. Baseball's a
Shaq.
big part of the first one. Reggie Jackson shows up as himself.
Okay.
What?
I think they mentioned Reggie Jackson.
He's there. He's like the one that they're used. That's like a time bomb.
Oh, I don't know who that. I didn't know who that was. But
He's Mr. October.
they get Shaq in the
Do you know?
Scary Movie
Do
4.
you know why they call him Mr. October, Logan?
I assume because he does really well in October.
Yeah, he's great in the playoffs.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, and Reggie Jackson, of course, went later in his career. Um, he was the coach of the Oakland Athletics, I believe, and Queen Elizabeth attended an Oakland Athletics game, and it was like art, life imitating art.
Wow. No one was trying to hurt her though, right?
No, no, no. All the press was like, "See, I didn't try and kill her."
She was there for the A's or she was there for the other team?
I don't fucking know.
No, you don't remember. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the Police Squad. Let's go back to the origin of that show. Now, this is like a parody of like obscure cop shows. I mean, they're obscure to me. Maybe
Hmm.
they're less obscure when they were only like, because they're from like the 60s and 50s. But, maybe when they were only like 20, 25 years ago, people remembered these shows.
I'm sure that they did. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
What were they? Do you know?
Yeah, there was one called M Squad and one called Felony Squad. In fact, the pilot of Police Squad, all like the serious dialogue, like the actual plot of the episode, is just word for word from season 2, episode 1 of M Squad.
I thought it was a compelling case.
Well, maybe you should watch M Squad.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's a
All
fun
right. So
title too. What is the M? What does the M
I
stand
have
for?
no idea. I wish I did.
Yeah, I gotta watch it, find out.
Yeah. Mod Squad? Wait, but that's a different show.
What's Mod Squad?
You don't know the Mod Squad?
I've heard of that. I don't know what it is.
That was like another fucking. I think that was the 70s though. They made it into a movie with Claire Danes in the late 90s.
Wow. We should
It
bring
was
Danes
her
back. What's Danes
who.
doing?
Oh, she's around. Who was with the new Mod Squad? It was Claire Danes. I want to say Omar Epps, but
New
I
Mod
could be
Squad.
racist. And Giovanni Ribisi.
Oh, he's a great cinematographer. Did you know that? Claire Danes, Omar Epps, Ribisi, Dennis Farina, Josh Brolin,
All right,
Richard
I nailed
Jenkins.
it. I nailed it. The main three. That's the Mod Squad.
Yeah, great job.
Thank you. All right. Now,
Scott Silver directed.
yeah, what that guy? He was like a disaster.
You okay?
Yeah, I almost like threw up or something. That was weird. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
He
Scott
wrote
Silver,
Joker.
he was mostly a writer. He wrote like The House of Yes and 8 Mile. He was an interesting writer. And then they tried to give him a movie to direct. It was the Mod Squad, and that was bad. Um,
You ever see The Finest Hours where Paul Walker's trying to save his baby?
no, of course not.
Oh, you know what? You know anything about that? Besides
I
what
mean,
I
I
just
remember
said?
when it came out.
Oh, you should watch it. I watched it like around the time he died. It was like a good little send off to Paul Walker. It was like,
I
oh, I
feel
gave
like
a nice little performance.
there's no more perfect a send off to Paul Walker than Furious Seven.
Of course, but if you want to watch something else, and he's pretty
I,
good in it.
I
You
don't
root
need
for him.
Paul Walker to me. He's just Brian.
Yeah. But haven't you seen like the skulls and stuff?
Yeah, yeah, but not for him. I saw that for Josh E. Jackson, baby. Dr.
Oh,
Odyssey.
yeah, my bad.
I love that that's like, I've called Joshua Jackson Pacey for years and
New
years. And
guy.
and now he's Dr. Odyssey to me.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody else is gonna make a comeback, have a new character. Who else do you only know as one character that can make a comeback?
Mm. Corky, that guy with Down syndrome from what was it? Maybe like Silver Spoons or something.
What are you
Um,
talking about?
yeah,
Maybe
Anyway,
Marsters comes back as not Spike, and you're like, whoa.
are you kidding me? If anything, they'll just bring Spike back on that new Buffy show.
Why do you say that bad?
I'm just saying, like, I always thought Marsters would have a career, and no, he did not.
No, it didn't work out.
Yeah. All right. So the Police Squad. This comes out. The pilot aired March 4th, 1982.
Wow.
It was on ABC. Boo, right? Down with ABC.
Why?
They fired Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Listen,
Ooh.
I do feel weird that I have to defend Jimmy Kimmel so hard at this stage of
Better
my
than Jimmy
life.
Fallon.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean,
I
I've
like
never
Jimmy
like
Kimmel.
I liked the Man Show a little bit, and I liked the Win Ben Stein's Money. Never really liked his talk show, but also, you can't be censoring speech. It's insane.
Well, they're doing it. I got news for you.
Yeah, I know.
Turns out they can do that all they want.
Hmm.
You're next, Daniel.
It's fascism.
You're taking that mic away.
They fucking might. Well, no one cares. I mean, no one's listening to me.
Yeah.
But
One
see,
day.
yeah, it's true. We could get away with it. I hope to one day be significant enough so that Trump
To be
can
assassinated.
take away my rights.
Well, I think when Trump, we're gonna be popular when Trump's out of office. Well, if he ever leaves office, who knows what's gonna happen there?
Nah, man. Yeah, he's
New
he's the
rules in
forever
place.
president.
Yeah.
New rules. That's a Bill Maher bit.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't
Keep
rip him
it
off.
keep it on track, baby. Uh Logan.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't talked about this at all.
Let's do it then.
All right, March 4th, 1982. It premieres. They aired like 4 episodes, and then it got canceled. And then there were 2 episodes left that hadn't been aired, so
That's
they
nuts.
threw them on in the summer. Um, Zaz directed the first one.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Is it a joke that the episodes all have two titles that make no sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the one we watched was A Substantial Gift, and then in parentheses, The Broken Promise.
Well, what it is you see a title on the screen, but then there's an announcer guy that reads the title, and it's the wrong title.
Gotcha.
So every
Gotcha.
episode has 2 titles because
That's
of that.
funny.
Great bit.
It is.
Mm-hmm. You know who else directed 2 episodes of the Police Squad series?
Who?
The great Joe Dante.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which
How
ones?
about
Maybe I'll
that?
watch them.
The second one and the sixth one.
Okay. By the way, the third episode is called The Butler Did It. Little Big Brother reference there. Keanu's big butt that he had
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah, Big Brother came up with The Butler Did It.
Are they referencing Police Squad? No, probably not.
No, that's just like a thing from Mysteries. That's a cliche. The Butler Did It.
Right, but it's funny that it's here.
Yeah, yeah. It's not spelled with 2 T's though, is it?
It is actually.
It is?
No.
Keanu. Logan,
Mhm.
this despite being canceled after only 4 episodes, Police Squad was nominated for 2 Emmys.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Leslie Nielsen was nominated for Best Actor in a Comedy Series, and he lost to Alan Alda for MASH. He won a bunch of times. And they were also nominated for Best Writing and lost to Taxi.
That's cool though, nominated.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. All right. So what'd you think of the pilot of Police Squad?
Well, as I said, I thought the case was interesting.
See, I disagree with that.
You didn't like the case?
I didn't care for the case at all. The,
I
the
liked how
jokes were enough to get me through, but
I liked how seriously they took it. It was like a serious case, but sprinkled with funny jokes.
well, it's because they were
That's a
just
good show.
doing it word for word from M Squad.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But I liked that. Thought it was very funny. Um, I thought twice. She shot twice first, or twice once. How many times did you shoot twice? You know, the guy's name was Twice. All the funny
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
jokes there.
Yeah.
I mean, should we just talk about our favorite jokes?
They
It's hard to talk
love
about
that.
these
They
things.
love name jokes on
Yeah,
this.
so do I.
So it's like they were like, Sergeant,
Sergeant, take her
book
away and
'em.
book her.
Right, right. But you're right,
Sergeant, take her
right.
away. Sergeant Booker.
Very good.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Honestly, I will laugh so much every time. So
Uh
anyway,
so I always assumed that opening thing with like the little red light on top of the police car driving around places. I always assumed that was taken from the TV show. Turns out, yeah, it was.
I didn't remember in the TV show, do they do the gags where we're like riding through a locker room and stuff?
No, I don't think so. But maybe if you watch more episodes, you get them.
I thought maybe it might be the movie just because there's longer time, more credits, more you got to do more gags. But
It
that
is a
is
good
funny.
bit.
I love that. That
You know,
is
when the in the second one, when the thing starts like driving through a bowling alley or whatever, I
roller
was laughing.
coaster
Yeah.
out of being birthed.
Oh, that was the best one.
You know it's
Yeah.
happening too because it's like a black thing, and you're
Well,
like, "Are
you're
we in a body?
you
Are we
know
about to
you're in a
come?"
body. You know you're in a body, but I didn't I thought we might be in the bloodstream or something. But then when we are delivered into the world and
Oh,
the doctors are shocked. Oh my god, it's a police car.
ah!
That made me laugh really hard.
Yes, yes. So, but in this episode, it's like a woman's getting her teeth done, and this guy's paying for it, and then he stops paying for it. He's like, "Hey, I can't keep doing this." She kills two people, a guy trying to get his money out of the bank and the bank teller, and
Yeah.
steals the money.
They make the guy getting the money out of the bank seem really suspicious. Like he's definitely gonna rob the bank or fucking shoot the teller or whatever. And then it's the little meek secretary lady that pops a gun out.
Yeah, and I like that she just like. Did she have two guns? I feel like people. No, no, no. Never mind. That's the scene where they're behind the car and they
You're
run
you're
out of
thinking of that
ammo.
movie with Denzel.
I wasn't this time. I do that a lot, but
Yeah, yeah.
uh, I was
Who's
thinking
the other guy? Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg. That's
All
right.
right.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, so we have to figure out that case. But a lot of stuff happens at the police station. I like the one line he delivers, like looking down at the ground. He says something, and you're like, "Oh, that's interesting." He's delivering that to the ground, and then cut. He's like talking to a little person,
Oh yeah,
and he
yeah,
hands them something.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, there's a bunch of regulars on the show that aren't in the TV show. Well, he's got like a boss who I guess they recast as George Kennedy in the movies. There's a
is that
version of
Ed?
Nordberg. Yeah. And there's the tall guy, he pops up, but there's also that shoe shine guy
Mm-hmm.
who's giving him they love gags where their two characters are passing $20 bills back and forth to each other for information.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah. Um
Reminded me
and
of Wet Hot American Summer. That scene
with the
where,
sweater,
yes,
yeah, it is like that.
that's hilarious.
But I was surprised the shoe shine guy never showed up in the movies though. That seems like a good
Well, there's
gag you could
still future
reuse.
movies.
Oh, you know what they reused in the movie?
What?
When he says we're going to Little Italy, and then when they're driving in the car, you see the Coliseum in the background.
That didn't make me laugh that much.
What? That made me laugh so hard. And there was even a further joke in the TV version when they get to the place in Little Italy. If you look out the window in the apartment, you see the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Okay, great job there. No
Great
Eiffel
Italy
Tower.
humor. No, that's in
That
France,
was a joke. I
Logan.
swear that was a joke.
Are you all right? I'll take
100%.
your word for it.
100%.
Mhm.
Um, what happened? Well, that was in the show or the movie? That joke.
The the Coliseum joke was in both, but the TV show had the Leaning Tower of Pisa as well.
Okay. Um, I loved the joke when we go visit the dentist and we're like, "Hey, who's been paying for this?" We like question the dentist and his receptionist. We see her like answering a few questions and like she's like, "Number three," closes it, and then she like walks around with that. That's just a
Oh
thing
yeah.
she walks around. That was probably the funniest I laughed the whole episode. I don't know why that got
Uh,
me so much. Uh,
well, but you never know what's gonna get you with these movies. Like the jokes really are so dumb and lowest common denominator in many cases that it's like sometimes you find yourself cracking up at something and it takes you by surprise.
anytime he would just stop his car by crashing into something, I would laugh hysterically.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what he's crashing into.
Yeah, I liked when he showed up after driving away from the airport and the baggage cart was behind the car.
I
Uh,
feel like anyway. I like
all
when
right,
he
what?
puts a tissue. He's talking on the phone, lays a tissue over the phone, talks into it, and it's a perfect way to disguise his voice. He now
Mm-hmm.
sounds exactly like the person that he's trying to sound like.
Brilliant.
I didn't know you could do that. There's a part where the woman, and she initially has blonde hair, takes it off, red hair, takes it off, then she has brown hair, takes it off, afro. She's a backup
Yeah,
singer for Aretha Franklin.
and that was another bit that they reused in the movies was she throws one of the wigs in his face and he acts like it's attacking him.
He does
He
that a
does
lot.
he
A
does that.
pillow,
Yeah, he does it with a towel
a
when he's fighting
towel.
that dude in the bathroom in the first one. Was
I
it the
think
first one or the second one?
I think that's the second one. I think a pillow is in the first one though.
Yeah,
So those
that's
are
a great bit.
hilarious. Yeah, exactly.
Is that what? See, I hate covering movies like this.
They're just talking about the funny
You just
parts.
talk about what bits were great.
That's the problem. I have a whole list of commentary tracks, and I have like 10 comedies, including Wet Hot American
Well,
Summer. But you're just like
comedy
laughing and talking about what's funny.
comedies are all right. Spoofs, there's nothing I find more difficult to review than a spoof
Right.
because it's all hit or miss. That's why I think Wet Hot American Summer is the greatest comedy of all time because it's sort of a spoof movie, but every single thing in it is funny.
And it's
To me,
spoofing not another thing. Well, I guess this is just spoofing cops. Usually spoofs are spoofing other movies or a series of movies, but that's just spoofing life of
well,
like
there were
camp.
there were a lot of camp movies in the early '80s and shit like Meatballs, so there's a little bit of
Spoofing
that.
meatballs. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, but that's the best movie ever. But that is the hard thing about comedy. That's why P Dot said that Scary Movie 2 was our worst episode because that's a spoof movie. We're just talking about what's funny, what's not funny.
I mean, I don't remember that episode, but I don't think that's a bad take. Like,
That's all I
I
remember
don't
from
think
it
this
was
is
P
what we're
Dot.
best at. Like, it's almost like I just really wanted to watch the new Naked Gun, so I was like, let's cover them for the show. And now we're here, and it's like I like these movies and they're funny and shit, but I don't know a lot to say about them.
Let's just speed through any funny jokes we had. There was just a little hunchback at the office, and it was it was a hunchback.
Yeah, like a Quasimodo guy.
Another little pun joke.
Mhm.
And then the end when we do the fake freeze frame, we're like ah,
Oh, that made me laugh a lot. I
and they're
really
like
enjoyed that.
blinking and like oh shit.
And then if you watch the trailer for the first Naked Gun, they use that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Also, we wanted to do the Cordelia joke. Apparently, there's a classic Cordelia joke.
We're literally doing this franchise for 2 weeks just so we can hear one joke about Buffy.
You do like
Uh
these movies, though.
no, I do. They're good movies and I've always kind of wanted to cover them. I just I have a hard time talking about spoofs. Like they're these movies are really good. They have some bad parts because spoof movies are always hit or miss. And you know, whatever.
But the first one, the first movie. I mean, we're not even on the movie. Should we end the show? What's the show?
All right. The movie. So it's years later, 6 years later, they decide they're gonna try and make it a movie, which was their original intention.
6 episodes in a movie, like six
Yeah.
seasons in a movie.
Right. So the Zaz Boys, they wrote it with Pat Proft. I think David is just directing it solo.
Oh,
Um,
David Zucker. I was like, who the hell is
yeah.
David?
and it came out December 2nd, 1988,
Okay.
on a budget of $14.5 million, and it was a big hit. It made $152.4 million at the box office, coming in at number 8 for the year. Made just slightly less than Die Hard and
Wow.
slightly more than Cocktail. Um,
That's awesome.
yeah, yeah. So we got Leslie Nielsen back. We brought in George Kennedy. OJ Simpson's around.
Mm-hmm.
He was a delightful, likable guy back then.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Is he in
just
the
a
next
few
one?
years before. Yeah, he's in them. Uh, this is just a few years before he murdered his wife
That's
and
true.
a waiter.
How many years? Six. Was that 94? When did that happen?
That was the trial. I don't know if the murder happened in '93 or
Oh,
something.
I will look it up.
Um, but yeah. And then we also have Priscilla Presley. One of the things they thought, like, now that we're making it a movie, it might be best to have like a love interest.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good for a movie. So they wrote a love interest part for Bo Derek, and she turned it down, and they cast Priscilla Presley.
Who is Bo Derek? I've heard that name my whole life.
Well, Bo Derek, she was a hot actress in the 80s, and she married a director named John Derek, who was like 100 years older than she was, and they made a lot of movies together where John Derek was really perverted and Bo Derek was just like a huge slut.
That's
Donald
awesome.
Trump's in one of them.
Which one?
Ghosts can't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
cool.
but yeah, that was Bo. We've got Priscilla Presley though, who, I mean, is fascinating to me now. I remember when I saw that Sofia Coppola movie, I was like, I can't believe we're not going to cover the Naked Gun at all.
Yeah, you really couldn't believe that?
I mean, what? It's because the movie, I did not care for that movie. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's a biopic about Priscilla Presley, and the whole thing is that like Elvis, who is much older than her, sort of like
Hey there, little
married her
baby.
and like kept her as like a
Yeah.
little house pet.
Yeah, trad
And
wife.
trad wife.
That's what we call
And
it today.
yeah, yeah. Oh, R.I.P. Charlie. And she then the movie ends, right? It's like, doesn't Elvis just die or something? Or she
I
leaves?
thought she was just like, I left him.
Yeah, the whole movie, it's like a story about how
Redemption.
this, yeah,
Finding yourself.
but then the second she leaves Elvis, the movie ends.
Yeah, we don't even know who she became or
Yeah,
anything. And it's a little bit like her life. The movie's over because he's out of her life. Or now her
right
life is
now,
over.
and now I guess we don't care anymore about her
Yeah,
story.
that's a little bit
Yeah,
sad.
so I
Sophia.
I think it sort of like goes against the whole spirit of the fucking movie.
Right, it
But
does.
so I'm like,
Three
my
stars. It was
my
pretty good.
point. My point is like, the movie would have meant a lot more if they included the Naked Gun.
Yeah, she went on to her own stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you need all the stuff in Titanic where she's an old lady though. Like her life didn't end with Leo. She went on and did all this other stuff.
I guess you're right.
Lived a whole life.
Now Logan, since Priscilla Presley's in this movie, I also get to talk about my favorite arc in the history of Melrose Place.
Whoa. Okay, what does she have to do with that?
All right. She shows up in Melrose Place. There's uh there's this character on Melrose Place. He gets locked up in a mental institution, even though he's a doctor.
Whoa.
Okay.
How'd that
Yeah, yeah.
happen?
Because there's this other doctor who is crazy, and she was supposed to be the mental patient, and then she convinced the hospital that he was the mental patient. And it's like, how he's saying like she's the mental patient? That's because he's mental.
Yeah, my word against his.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
So he gets locked up in this mental institution, and there's a pretty nurse played by
There always
Priscilla.
is one.
Yeah, played by Priscilla Presley. Okay, and she looks exactly like she does in the second Naked Gun movie. She's got that same hair and shit.
Okay.
And she, the way he's able to escape from the mental hospital is he seduces the nurse.
hmm
He
She
he
lets
can,
him out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's an incredible arc.
That sounds awesome, honestly.
Yeah,
What episodes is that? I'll check that one out.
I want to say that's like late season 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
that's like
mental
the
institution arc. Let me write that
yeah,
down.
yeah, of Melrose Place. And then you got Heather Locklear like trying to break him out, but he's doing the work in there with Priscilla Presley. So, you know,
Why is she trying to break him up?
well, because I think they were dating or something.
I
Yeah.
feel like if I was dating somebody that got locked in a mental institution, I would not try to break them out. I would let
Well,
them do their time and I would move
clearly,
on.
you've never met Amanda.
Right. I haven't. That's why I gotta
Yeah.
watch these episodes.
All right. Amanda.
Drebin.
I, I used to know all the characters' names on Melrose Place. I feel like
Yeah, you're a
I feel like
fan.
it's almost time for me to rewatch it.
Is that the one that ends with the
Amanda Woodward.
whoa? Is that the pilot that ends with the big pool party?
Yes,
Hell yeah. Does she does
incredible.
does does she live there, Heather Locklear? Does she move in there?
No, no, but eventually she buys it.
The whole place?
Yeah, yeah.
She's rich.
Yeah, she's like an advertising executive.
That's cool. I know her from Looney Tunes Back in Action.
Locklear.
Hmm.
As a kid, I knew her from Spin City.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was a newer show.
No, not really. 96, I think it premiered. But anyway, Melrose Place. If you've never seen Melrose Place, gang,
Hmm.
I mean, honestly, fuck Naked Gun. Who cares? I'll Melrose Place is the greatest TV show ever created. I
What?
can't. Melrose Place is art.
Of course, but it's not the best thing ever created.
It's up there.
No.
Like when I am on my deathbed, if someone says I've got like a few months left to live, I'm like, I gotta watch Melrose Place again.
All right. I mean, I can't argue against that.
All right.
That's your own choice.
Yeah. But anyway, that's Priscilla Presley's Melrose connection.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, so this movie, what'd you think of it?
I again thought this was very funny, better than the second movie. I'd give it 4 stars.
Yeah, there was a fella in the comments. Read the Patreon comments
All
because
right.
there was a dude who said the second one's the best one.
Michael Babcock says Naked Gun 2.5 is the best, much like the raw sewage Frank swims in. I love it.
That's funny. Um, but I'll say after watching the first two, I always thought as a kid the first one was the best, and the second one was a little worse than that, and then the third one was a little worse than that.
Are
And
you about to say two's better than one?
no, no, no. What I'm saying is, Michael, I can't go with Babcock on
Oh
this
yeah,
one. I
me
think
either.
my original instincts were correct. The first one's the best one, then the second one's really good too, but like clearly a step down.
Clearly, no hot shots for me. Where two gets better. I think one is clearly better here. Two
It's
is
also
just
the
not as funny.
villains better in the first one.
Totally. I
You
had
got
trouble following two a little bit.
Ricardo Montalban, a franchise all-star at this point, Logan.
Apes.
Yeah, he showed up in Apes. He was Khan in The Wrath of
Con.
Khan.
Forgot about that. Yeah. I think of
Yeah.
apes first. That's crazy. My brain is
Well, that was your first exposure.
yeah. My first exposure was just a name in the world. Ricardo
Yeah.
Montalban.
Yeah, it's just a name, you know.
A name I know. And then I saw
Mm-hmm.
him in Apes and I didn't like him there because he like what did he do? He like did something weird. His character
Oh.
made a dumb he like brought his ape back into the world and I was like, what are you doing there?
I liked that movie though that he was in.
Oh, of course, it's one of the better ones. Is that the third one?
Third or fourth.
Third or fourth. It was a good movie.
Yeah.
And he's good here. Way better villain than two. I agree with that. But anyway, so the fun by the way, Tony Soprano's mom is here.
Yeah, she's a great villain, Tony Soprano's mom.
She actually is a great villain, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many
Uh,
seasons does she last? One season, two
just
seasons?
two, I think.
Just two. I would have guessed just one. So it's amazing you say just two.
I want to say she's in the second season.
She could, but she's awesome. She's here as
Nancy Marchand. Yeah, she's
yeah,
like the head of the
mayor,
police. Or yeah, I guess the mayor.
Mayor Lillian Barkley, and she's awesome here. what are some of the best moments? Because I don't want to just say the little funny parts, like when we saw Weird Al. No one cares
Oh, it
about
was
that.
great to see Weird Al, and he showed up in the second one too.
I saw him in the credits. I didn't see him. I don't think.
What?
I don't
He's
think I
in
noticed him.
he's not playing himself in the second one. That might be why you missed him. But he's like a dude who's he's got his gun out in the police station.
People are credited as like their line of dialogue.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people only have like one line, and
You
so
pigs, say your prayers. That was Weird Al's credit. That's
yeah.
his name in the movie.
See that he has his gun out in the police station. That's what he says.
My favorite person, I lost it now.
Oh no.
Her she's credited as, is this some kind of bust? And then Frank Drebin says, yes, very
Yes, it's
impressive.
very impressive.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, honestly, it was.
It was. It's the first thing you notice.
Yeah,
They do a
yeah.
very good job directing your attention right to the bust.
Great job, David.
Yeah, seriously.
Mm.
Uh, so so what else happened? We funny line. How about a rain check? Let's just stick to dinner. You thought she wanted to go check on the rain? Is that what that joke is?
I guess.
No, let's just stick to dinner. So
uh,
that's funny. When his car drives off and he's like, "All right, get witness statements. Let's see what happened with this car." But it was his own car that he just like left in neutral, and it started rolling
yeah.
off into the water.
Who was the driver? And the driver was just like the airbags.
Yeah, airbags out the windows, and he's like
Hmm.
shooting at it, like pew pew. Hilarious. I don't want to just say my favorite parts. I feel like that's no like nobody cares about that.
I know. I kind of agree.
But this movie's very funny.
It's jam packed with great bits.
It is. It is. Are there any that
Hmm.
you want to bring up?
No.
No, come
Well,
on.
I like I said, I always love the baseball sequence at the end. The him as the first as the singing guy, doing the national anthem. I really like his rendition of the national anthem where he gets the words wrong.
He
I really
doesn't
like
overdo it. He's so
no.
good at playing everything so flat and perfect.
Mhm.
It's awesome.
He's great as the umpire.
Steve right
Yeah,
one.
when he realizes that he could get a pop out of the audience and he starts like umpiring harder. And I like when he takes out the dustbuster to get the dust off of the plate.
Yeah,
That's good stuff.
yeah.
And I like when he throws out two of the other umps out of the game.
Okay, yes. And I like when he saves the day and they all cheer on the opera
Enrique,
singer.
yeah. ESPN did a hilarious thing when Leslie Nielsen died where they wrote an obituary for the opera singer.
I love that.
Yeah.
When did he die?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't
I
remember
remember it
either.
was like it was one of those deaths where it's just like, well, yeah, Leslie Nielsen was gonna die. It's how I felt last week
2010.
when Robert Redford died. Like, I hate to say it, but my first instinct when Robert Redford died,
I'm like
like
not even talking
I
into my
was,
microphone.
it's
Have
whatever.
you been able to hear me all right?
Yeah, yeah. But when Robert Redford died, I like my initial impulse was just like, wait, Robert Redford was alive?
Daniel, I felt that.
Yeah,
When I saw that, I was like, wait, didn't he die like 2 years ago?
yeah.
I sort of felt that. I don't know who I was mistaking him with, but
Paul
maybe Dennis
Newman?
Hopper?
I don't know.
I feel like Dennis Hopper died recently. I
All
don't.
those guys feel like they should be dead.
Right, right. Good for him living this long. Well, we should cover him. Uh, Butch Cassidy.
Oh, you want to do Butch Cassidy the early years or whatever?
I'm just trying to think like the Sting. I just
Yeah,
watched
the
it though.
Sting is good.
Uh, but yeah, that'd be fun to do one of his.
Sure.
But anywho, I like when he's looking in the microscope, but he's looking
Oh,
with his closed eye.
use the eye that's open.
What?
Okay.
When he's walking down through the streets and he's like, I'll catch the bad guy, like doing like a film noir thing, and then
And
he's
he does
the hopscotch.
hopscotch. Yeah, yeah, that's hilarious. But
So funny.
I laughed at that. And as a kid, I used to do that.
What, hopscotch?
Yeah, I feel like as a kid, I used to see hopscotch on the ground a lot more than I do now.
Kids don't go outside anymore. Of course, you saw
Yeah,
more on the
it's
ground.
true.
No,
It's
they don't know
true.
what chalk is.
But as a kid, like anytime I saw hopscotch, I would do it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Man, the world is sad. Do kids know what chalk is? You think? Because I bet they
Uh,
don't.
I feel like they've maybe like seen Bluey use it, and
But they
so
don't
they
even
know
see
it
it in
through
school
that.
anymore because even by the time I was getting in school, chalkboards were out. We had whiteboards, but even whiteboards were out. We had smart boards. You know about
Oh,
smart boards?
yeah.
That was the thing when I was in like middle school, it became a thing. We started installing smart boards in every classroom.
Man, I'm so old. When I was a kid, like we had like someone always had to have the chore, like you clean the blackboard.
Mm,
You have to like use like a sponge and clean the blackboard once a week.
as a punishment. Smart board, cool
I
trick
don't
you
think it
could
was a
do.
punishment. I think everyone had like little chores around the classroom.
That's fair. Smart cool thing with the smart board, you could have anything drawn on the screen. You can do a big circle, tap the middle of the screen, it clears it.
I got news for you.
Boom.
You know what's wild is I feel like you see that in Starship Troopers, like before it was
Whoa,
really a thing.
that's incredible.
Yeah, there's a classroom scene where they're doing something like that.
Is that a franchise?
Yeah, we should definitely cover Starship Troopers. The sequels are just straight to video or whatever, but um, they've got some of the actors in them and stuff.
Van Deen, see you guy?
Yeah, I think he skipped the second one, came back for the third one.
He's got like a Twitch daughter that does Twitch
Does he?
streams. I think she tried acting like in Stranger Things, and but it didn't work out. So now she's a Twitch streamer.
Yeah, there's Paul Walker's got a daughter like that.
Right. She
She's
whenever
just
he
sort of
died,
hot.
they were like, he leaves behind a daughter. It
Yeah,
was pretty sad. And he dated her friend. I'm just kidding. Remember when he dated like a
of
teenager?
course I do.
Sad story. So I liked when they're like, I practice safe sex, and then they get into condoms and hump each other.
They're giant condoms. Yeah,
Body
that
condoms.
always stuck with me as a kid.
Yeah.
Mm.
Uh, we got a song. You know that something
Oh,
tells me I'm into something good. You know that song?
Herman's Hermits. Yeah. Now, you know, what blew my mind about that song was, I watched the closing credits of these movies because there are jokes in the closing
Mm-hmm.
credits,
I didn't catch
and
that.
oh, some classic jokes.
Yeah, I gotta hear that.
And I I was my mind was blown when they got up to the song credits. Turns out that song was written by Carole King,
Carole King.
the great Carole King.
Who's that?
Come on, man.
I'm thinking of Carol Kane.
Well, Carole King's great too, but
Who?
Car- Carole King, she wrote like I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the
Oh,
sky. And she also wrote the Gilmore Girls theme song.
yeah. How's that go?
Where you lead, I will follow anywhere
That you
that you
tell
tell
me.
me to. If
Wow.
you need me to be with you. Of course, it's
I will
re-recorded.
follow.
It's re-recorded for Gilmore Girls, Logan, as a duet between Carole King and her daughter.
Really?
Yeah,
Lorelai.
I don't know.
I love that song though.
Yeah, she's
That's
got a lot of
beautiful.
great songs, Carole King. Hey, listen to the album Tapestry,
Okay.
and every song's good on that album.
Okay. That's
Mhm.
awesome. Should an outro. Pick an outro.
All right.
All right.
Let me look up Tapestry.
Okay.
Maybe it's too late. It's too late, baby.
It's too late
Honey,
to
it's too late.
apologize.
No, not One Republic.
It's too late. All right, I'm sorry. I love that song. But that was weird when we get I'm into something good. A little lower third came up that said I'm like it was like for the music video. It was like I'm into something good. The performance, who wrote it. It was
It
very
said the
weird.
Naked Gun soundtrack.
Naked Gun
Well,
soundtrack.
it
Yeah.
was because of MTV was really popular at the time, so it was just a joke on MTV.
I like that.
Yeah,
I want my MTV. I like when
good
they
job.
break up. Leslie Nielsen says, "By the way, I faked every orgasm." I've never heard a guy say that before. I'm a very lucky woman, so am I. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we're done. Did Randy
They have
Newman have a song? I wrote Randy Newman? Question mark, question
Oh
mark.
yeah, yeah. They play "I Love L.A." during the baseball game.
That was nuts.
Yeah, it was exciting to hear it. I love Randy Newman, obviously.
Short
Short
people.
people. That's another one of my favorite bits.
Yeah, you do. You haven't done that in a long time though.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Years.
Mhm.
So anyway, we saved the queen and we kill Montalban and he falls off the roof and then gets like flattened and then like a marching band runs over him and
Yeah,
stuff. It's pretty funny.
that stuck with me. That was one of those bits that turned up in the movie where I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw this a million times as a kid. Like
You're
this was
lucky.
just always on television.
Were you sad when the OJ thing happened? You like saw him as like an idol a little bit?
No, I was so young that like he was just like a dude that was a famous guy.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, he's also a murderer. All right.
Yeah, but you didn't care as much. You're also white
I cared. I
and you're
mean, I
racist.
loved the OJ trial. It was the biggest thing in the world.
True. True.
I of
What's your favorite 30
course,
for 30? One of them.
yeah, and my favorite uh, American crime story. And I'll tell you
Okay.
what, I think I've told this on the show before, but the day of the OJ trial, I was in elementary school, and I knew they'd be watching the verdict in the principal's office. So they had a
Yeah.
TV in the principal's office, and so the nurse's office was right next to the principal's office. I faked sick to be sent to the nurse's office so that I could see the OJ verdict.
I don't think I've heard this before. It's
Really?
happy news. That's awesome. But did they had it loud enough where you could hear it like out in the hallway?
It wasn't like it was like the nurse's office like was is you have to walk into the principal's office to get to the nurse's office.
Oh wow.
All right. So it's really close. And so if the door is open, you could hear everything that's going on in the principal's office.
And you heard not
And there
guilty.
there were like a bunch of teachers and staff and shit in there watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
there was this was on Long Island, okay? So it was everyone was white. And and so of course like the verdict was read and everyone was just like, no, a
Get
travesty
that
of justice,
monster.
fuck that guy. Yeah.
That's crazy. I want to say a lot of great dummy work in these
Oh,
movies.
there are very few things that make me laugh harder than dummies.
Right.
And there in the first by the way, not enough dummies in the second one.
I agree with that. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
another failing of the second one.
but there were some great dummies in the first one. Really
Mhm.
spectacular shit.
Some
What
good
was one?
OJ
Wasn't he
dummies.
dancing with a dummy or something at one point?
Montalban is leaving the baseball game and he is like you think he's picking up Priscilla Presley and leaving
Oh
with her,
yeah,
but he just has a dummy and he's flailing it left and right.
it is so funny.
Very fun. And then you cut to them like her walking up the steps with him like in a different shot. It's very
Yeah,
funny.
I loved it.
Yeah, that was awesome. So I'd go
Uh,
4 stars for the Naked Gun.
Me too. MVP Leslie,
Gotta be Leslie. Leslie or
LVP
Leslie?
OJ.
Really? Why?
I don't know.
Why OJ?
Well, just because he murdered somebody.
Okay.
But
By the way, why did we replace Ed? He goes from Alan North in the show to
yeah,
George
I
Kennedy.
don't know why it's not Alan North, but I did read that like Paramount suggested to the Zucker brothers that they should have an Oscar winner in the cast. And that's how
Hmm.
George Kennedy ended up getting looked
North
at.
is great. I like
Yeah.
Kennedy. He's great too, but North was probably better.
Okay.
I mean, if I'd never seen North, I would have never thought anything of it
Yeah, me too.
because Kennedy's so good. But anyway, LVP. I think I'm gonna go with this character, Pap Schmear. I don't like that. It's in the second one too. I didn't even realize he was in the first one, but that's stupid.
I didn't know he was in the first one either. He definitely has a bigger role in the second one.
Yeah,
But I gotta say, I laughed at Pap Schmear.
and I don't like that's weird.
Hey, were you excited to see any of the cameos? All the baseball announcers and shit at the end.
Didn't do anything for me.
Did you
personally.
recognize any of them?
No.
You don't know Dick Vitale?
When they said their names, I was like,
Because
I
you're
can't.
a basketball guy.
Yeah.
And Dick Vitale, he's like the world's foremost expert on college basketball. He loves watching those kiddies play.
You
And
say that, but college is college. Like you're an adult in college.
you're not.
You are.
I remember being in college. I was a child.
For like one semester.
No, no.
You knew when you graduate high school, you might have been 17, but then you turn 18 over the summer on July
Listen, I
31st. You're 18.
understand that you're technically an adult, but as someone who recently slept with a 19-year-old,
What you would say that's
I
a child?
I shouldn't have been sleeping with that person.
Right. But not only because she was 19, for other reasons. That she was an adult.
But even if mm,
Now you're saying that she was a child, which is
I
worse.
don't know, I feel weird about it in hindsight.
Yeah,
But
of course.
you're not really fully formed in college.
It's better than high school.
That's why teachers sleep with students in college so much
Mm-hmm.
because it's like not illegal, but it's still really easy because they're impressionable children.
There's that part, I think it's in this movie or maybe the first movie where he says like I'm doing it with 20-year-olds and they just can't say no. And then it cuts to George Kennedy and he's like foaming at the mouth because he's like had the same wife forever. Remember?
Mm,
That's
yeah.
very funny. So yeah, the 20-year-olds, they can't say no, according to Frank Drebin.
All right.
So
Uh,
Naked Gun 2, Un Film
two and a
de David
half.
Zucker. Two and a half. Yeah. And
Yeah,
then 33 and a third.
that's right.
Hilarious.
Naked Gun 2.5. So yeah, Abrahams left to go do Hot Shots, and Jerry Zucker left to do Ghost. So now we're down to David and Pat Proft.
Okay.
Okay, and this came out June 28th, 1991, and it had a $23 million budget, and it made $192 million at the box office. It was the number 10 movie of the year between Father of the Bride and Fried Green Tomatoes on the rankings. And I was excited about it.
Of course.
Sure.
Do you keep going? Do you see the next one in theaters?
No, I the third one, I don't think I saw any of them in
Yeah, we haven't really
theaters.
talked about that. Neither.
These
You're
these
young. You're what, 5 when this
Yeah,
is out?
yeah, yeah.
6.
But these by the time of the third one, I was like very aware. I had seen the first two a bunch of times and I was excited that there was a third one.
Okay.
But I never saw any of them in theaters. They all were just movies that were on TV a lot.
Okay.
Mm.
But they did make a lot of money in the theater.
They did. People loved them. And and spoofs were big in the 90s.
Really?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
thought my whole life I thought they started with Scary Movie. Not my whole life, but for a good portion of my life, I was like, Scary Movie's great, the start of spoofs, but then the
that
rest of
was
them they're bad.
see, that was the resurgence of spoofs. That's why. Like Airplane was the start of spoofs, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then they'd come out every so often in the 80s. It was really just like Zaz doing them. And then they started making a ton of them in the 90s. All right. Leslie Nielsen got popular. They made Spy Hard, which was a spoof of Bond with him. They made Wrong.
Spaceballs, does that count?
Yeah, Spaceballs came out. I'm just saying with Leslie Nielsen, though. Leslie Nielsen was in Wrongfully Accused, which was a parody of The Fugitive. Yeah, Mel Brooks started doing them. He did Spaceballs and uh Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Mm-hmm.
He probably thought like, why does Airplane get the credit for inventing spoofs? Like I did Young Frankenstein, that's kind of a spoof.
Sure.
Yeah. And so he was doing them.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were coming out constantly in the 90s. There was Jane Austen's Mafia, which was a spoof on the Godfather movies. And I remember there was a movie called Silence of the Hams that was like a parody of Silence of the Lambs. The cover was just like the Jodie Foster face with the butterfly, except it was like a big fat guy with a ham.
That's insane.
And yeah, you'd see that at Blockbuster all the time. But yeah, Scary Movie. They were sort of like not making money anymore. Like
Hmm.
Wrongfully Accused and Mafia, which both came out in 1998, tanked. And then Scary Movie came out. It like made it okay to make spoofs again.
Sort of like it's funny that it's spoofing Scream because Scream like was that for horror movies, you
It's
know?
true. It's
That's that's
true.
that's kind of cool that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Kismet.
yeah, a little bit. But anyway, I knew this one was gonna be bad near the beginning of the movie. No, it's not bad. It's like, I mean, kind of. When I was thinking about it, I was like, do I give it a two or a three? I don't know, because I didn't laugh as much as I wanted to. But I knew immediately, kind of, when we're at the dinner and we're like got a giant lobster and it's like biting that woman's boob. I was like, what the hell is this
The
shit?
boob bite was pretty bad, but I did like some of the lobster material.
Like
Uh,
what?
well, I liked him just sort of struggling with it, and I liked when the lemon slipped out of his hand and ended up on Nelson Mandela's wife's little
Hair,
headscarf.
yeah, head thing. That was
Yeah.
good, and yeah, Mandela. Who played
Also,
Mandela? He
we
did good.
we didn't talk about how in the first movie it opens with him fighting all those terrorists. It's like everyone that was like an enemy of America at the time shows up in that first movie, and there's the fella who had a birthmark, and he wipes it off.
Yeah,
Who's that guy?
no clue.
All right, uh, famous
Birthmark people.
foreign guy with birthmark.
Good luck with that one.
I bet it comes up
Okay. Richard Griffiths is here from Harry Potter.
in the second one.
Yeah, playing two characters. Plays our doctor and then a guy going undercover to play the doctor. Right?
Man, you're right. It didn't come up. This is exactly the kind of thing my mom texts me about when she listens to the because this is something my mom will know.
Oh, she'll give you the answer, you're saying.
Yeah, yeah, and she'll text me like it was this guy, but
You
like
can't
I've
ask
already heard
Siri.
it.
The only things. Do you have Siri play on your phone?
I do, but
That
I
up?
don't really know how to use it.
You say hey Siri and then you ask it a question. What do you want me to ask it? I'll ask her something.
Who is the foreign leader with a birthmark on his head?
Hey Siri, who's the foreign leader with the birthmark on his head?
Here's an answer from Bionity.com.
Mikhail Gorbachev, the former
Yeah,
general secretary of the
that
Soviet
is who it
Union.
is. Yeah, yeah,
Theory, a G.
yeah. So he had a big birthmark on his head. That's what he was known for by me. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I'm sure he
My
was known
uncle
for
has one
foreign
on
affairs.
his cheek.
All right. But when Leslie Nielsen wipes it off and he says, "I knew it,"
Mm-hmm.
and so we're doing a similar thing in the second movie where instead of like enemies of America, it's like people like good people. So it's
Okay.
we see a fake George H.W. Bush and a fake Barbara Bush and a fake Nelson Mandela and shit. And yeah, Richard Griffiths is there too. That he plays Dursley, right, in the Harry Potter movies,
Yeah,
and
Papa Dursley.
he plays two roles in this.
Exactly. He is a doctor and then a guy pretending to be the doctor.
Yeah,
Was he like an
the
actor?
doctor's in a wheelchair.
That's right. Why? Because
Uh,
he's so fat? Why was he in a wheelchair? They didn't really say.
I assumed he was a paraplegic. I don't know
Oh shit.
because he's so fat.
Why did they didn't really say?
He's not even that fat.
He's a pretty big guy. I think he died because he was so fat.
Really?
I mean, probably had something to do with it. He was only 65.
Mm,
Can't
that
can't
lends credence to that theory.
can't have been that healthy. But anyway, so we're dealing with him. People are after him. I don't know. Uh, oh no, my thing messed up. I wrote down some more funny lines.
It's funny that the second movie has such a sort of liberal bent. Like it's all about like ecology, which
Right.
was a really popular thing to talk about in the 90s. There was Fern Gully, we were obsessed with the rainforest. There's a lot going on. The ozone layer was a big deal.
Okay.
Um and but this movie it's all about how it's cheaper and better to use like green energy and shit.
Hmm.
And it's sort of surprising because I feel like the Zucker brothers both turned out to be huge Republicans.
Well, maybe early on in their life. I feel like that's how a lot of people do
Yeah,
early
that's
in
the
their
thing that
life, and
happens
then they
when
get
you get
rich
older.
and older, yeah, and they
Hmm.
change. That's a sad story.
Hmm.
I keep thinking one of them is the made Green Book. I'm forgetting that's one of
No,
the
that's the
Farrellys.
Farrelly brothers. But one of them made a spoof called An American Carol at one point,
Hmm.
and it's like the main character of it is like a fake Roger Moore, and he's just this like gross fucking idiot.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what Roger Moore was. I thought he was
Oh, I'm
James Bond.
sorry. I meant Michael Moore.
Oh, Michael Moore, the documentarian.
Yeah, yeah.
That was very confusing. Okay, so they grew to hate him.
Yeah, they
What
hate
year
Michael
was
Moore.
that?
That was like during the Bush administration.
When was he booed at the Oscars? Didn't Michael Moore get booed once?
Look, here's a poster of An American Carol. You see the fake Michael Moore just like chomping down on a sub.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because he's fat.
right. How do you get that fat? Eat subs.
Yeah, it was 2008 actually, so it was the year Obama got elected. Probably the wrong time to be making that.
Hmm.
Hey, Leslie Nielsen played Osama bin Laden in it.
Oh my gosh. There's a which is interesting in Scary Movie 4, he plays the president who learns about uh 9/11. Not really, but there's a part where they come in and they're like, Leslie Nielsen, the second bomb. That's insane. Oh my gosh. At least he doesn't have any like brown
Yeah,
face.
I assumed he'd have brown face, but
I
apparently
got
not.
scared at that part in the first Naked Gun when the woman is like, and I used to have an afro. She took her hair off and she had the afro. Oh no, she said the line, I used to be Aretha Franklin's backup dancer, and took, I thought she might have blackface. I was very worried.
There was a funny bit where they set up a joke like that. It was, oh, you know what it was? They're in like a blues bar in the second movie, and it's like this really depressing blues bar. And he orders, what is it, like a drink, and then it's like they bring out like a pun. Like it was just like a visual gag. And then he
I just had like a lot of straws and shit sticking out of it. He didn't know like where to put his mouth.
but then he orders a black Russian.
Yeah,
All
yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
And so, like, as an audience member in the Naked Gun, you assume they're gonna bring out like a black dude wearing like a Cossack hat or something. And instead the waiter just looks at the camera and shakes his head.
Right. Yeah, well, I forget what the pun was, but you're totally right. They set it up and then they're like, you think that's where it's going, but it doesn't. That
Yeah.
was funny. I like that.
By the way, this was mind blowing. All right. The the singer, there's like a lady singing in that scene.
Okay.
All right. Do you know who that was?
Mm-mm.
Vitamin C.
I don't even know who that is
All
now that
right.
you say it.
Listen, Vitamin C came up in the wave of pop stars with Mandy Moore and Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. All right. They all came out around the same time. But there were always rumors that Vitamin C was older than she seemed. And she'd
Okay.
had a career for a long time before she was Vitamin C. All
Okay.
right. And it's confirmed right here. She's in the Naked Gun 2. All right.
Wait,
She's
really?
singing in the, yeah, she's singing at the piano bar in the Naked Gun 2. And that's Vitamin C.
So this is before her career, is what you're saying.
This is before she became Vitamin C.
So who's she now?
She's just like, she's credited in the credits as like Carol something. I guess like that's her name. That's why she's Vitamin C.
Okay.
But she was most famous for that song, you know, as we go on, we
I
remember
love that song.
graduation, friends forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great song.
I know.
And that was her, Carol.
There
something.
she's there.
Why are
She
there so many
is.
Carols?
Well, I might have just been
Carol
thinking-
King
I might have had oh yeah,
Can you say
Carol
everything?
Heavy and an American Carol.
and Carol Kane. Although
Yeah,
that was just me.
well,
being
that
confused
was
earlier.
just you getting something wrong.
I don't see her in the credits as Carol so anything.
Hang on, Colleen. It's Colleen,
Colleen.
Fitzpatrick.
Okay, all right. Colleen. All right. Vitamin C. There we go. Funny line. I haven't had this much sex since I was a Boy Scout leader.
Oh yeah, and then he has to explain
I
it.
was just dating
I
a
was
lot.
just dating a lot. Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's good stuff. What
What
else you
else?
got?
I don't know. I feel like I mentioned a lot of them earlier. So I go by my maiden name. I like when she's making the protein shake and she climbs all the way in the fridge to get the ingredients.
Yeah.
And I have to help her.
That whole sequence is very fun. The in her apartment.
She's
And
good.
she yeah. No, honestly, Priscilla Presley is
I was
like
impressed.
a total delight.
And she was pretty funny too.
Mhm.
Ghost. They actually got the song from Ghost. I was impressed by that.
Well, I mean, it's Jerry, right? He probably put him in touch with the right people.
True. And you're probably right about
Yeah.
that. I didn't even realize that at the time that his brother did that.
Hmm.
So and she like he's like a big muscular body. She's like feeling him.
Yeah,
He's like a real big
yeah.
strong guy. And
And he
then she
pulls
picks
some
him up.
clay out of his pants.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then
Uh,
but his butt, she like grabs him by the butt and lifts him up.
yeah, that made me laugh.
That might be my favorite part of the movie, the ghost stuff. It was so funny. And
They were
funnier that is his brother.
they were nominated for an MTV Movie Award, the first year of the MTV Movie Awards. That scene, they were nominated for Best Kiss.
This was nominated for best kiss, but not the ghost one because it was too early.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah,
What do you know what one?
yeah. They lost to My Girl, Macaulay
Oh, I've never
Culkin
seen
and
that.
Anna Chlumsky. Oh, it's a great film. You gotta watch that.
And then I'll listen to you and Henry
Yeah,
talk about it.
that's
Shall I
one of
watch
my
My
favorite.
Girl
I
too?
love that episode. Yeah.
Who who's in My Girl too?
Um, it's Anna Chlumsky again. Jamie Lee Curtis and
Who's she?
uh,
Mom?
yeah, well, stepmom, I think, and Dan Aykroyd's in there, and the kid in that is the kid from Last Action Hero, um,
Never seen
and
that either.
of course, famously, Logan. I have the number one review of My Girl 2 on
Say it.
Letterboxd. Lacked bees.
Are there no bees? Or there are just fewer
No
bees?
bees at all.
That's insane. What's the hook?
I don't know. It's
There's no
also,
bees.
what's weird about My Girl 2 is like the first one's a period piece.
Really?
Yeah, it like takes place in the 60s or something. And then the second one, I think it's technically a period piece also, but we are not referencing it ever. Like I feel like they're trying to like fool kids into thinking it takes place modern day.
Weird.
Yeah.
I gotta watch it and figure out what the time is. I was checking a Deadly American Marriage to see how high my review had gotten. I'm still number 4. I don't think
Pretty
I'm ever gonna
good.
catch up, but it's hard to get higher than that. But I have 329 likes. That's easily the most likes I've ever gotten on anything.
That's pretty
I still get
amazing.
some every day, sprinkling in.
Yeah.
Um.
And that's
So
like a
anyway,
new thing. That's hard to do.
what was your newest one? Hell of a Cruise.
No, uh there's other like true crime things that I have like
If you can
top.
get early on those, you can get up
Yeah,
there.
it's true.
Um, and it ends where we are engaged. We decided
Um,
we're gonna get married. Nielsen and Priscilla Presley.
that's true.
So that's exciting. I hope she comes back for the next one. Do you know if she does?
I don't. I don't remember. You want me to look it up?
You can look it up. I feel like I can know exactly what the new one's gonna be though.
Yeah, she's there.
I'm looking forward to it, but I'm kind of not. I feel like Neeson and Pamela Anderson are just gonna be doing the same stuff.
Pamela Anderson. Oh, Pamela Anderson. Oh, you're
She's
talking
in the
about the
new.
new one. Yeah.
It's probably just gonna be like the same stuff.
Right.
I'm not sure.
I mean, we'll see. The trailer made me laugh, and it's Akiva Schaffer directing. He did Popstar and
Oh,
Chippendales, and so I think it could be good.
that guy's funny. I forgot about that. So that's exciting.
Yeah,
Um, but that's it. I'd give Naked Gun 2 a 3.
a three. Yeah, yeah.
So
Agreed.
a 4 and a 3. Who's the MVP? Got to be Nielsen. Who's the LVP?
Uh, I don't know. Who's your LVP?
I'll go with one of the people you said earlier. Oh wait, I feel like Robert Goulet was okay. He's like the bad guy, but I never understood what he was trying to do. Maybe that was my fault.
Well, he was just trying. He was like a pro oil guy. All right, there are a lot of jokes about like the Exxon Valdez, which was like an oil tanker that had spilled into the ocean around this time.
Mhm.
Um, and he was like a big oil man, and he was trying to make sure Richard Griffiths did not promote clean energy because he was on the side of oil.
Okay, that's bad.
That was his thing. I don't know. Robert Goulet is always just Robert Goulet in movies, and if that amuses you, then it amuses you. But like, I'm always just like, it's Robert Goulet doing
thought he
his
was a
Robert
singer.
Goulet thing. He is a singer. He's I first came to know Robert Goulet as Mikey's singing voice on Recess.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He does another somebody's singing voice. Toy Story 2. Remember the character Wheezy?
Yeah, it's Robert Goulet.
You've got a friend in me. He does. You've got a friend in me, but Goulet voice at the end
Yeah.
when he gets his voice back. So he'll do that, sing as a character.
I'm not a big Goulet guy, but I did read that it was like an inside joke that he's in this movie
Mhm.
because Priscilla Presley apparently has a story she tells that Elvis Presley hated Robert Goulet so much
Mm-hmm.
that one time uh he saw Robert Goulet on television and he threw something at the TV and broke it.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
she hated Elvis so much. That's kind of awesome. That's
Wait,
really
what?
good. She hated Elvis so much that she got him in
No.
this.
Elvis hated Robert Goulet.
But that's why he's here as like a
no,
spite.
I don't think she got her in the movie, but it was sort of like a famous story. So the Zucker brothers thought it'd be funny if he was in the same
Oh,
movie as Priscilla Presley.
that's still awesome though.
Yeah.
So not the LVP. I'll go with Tim O'Connor because there's never been a
Who's
good
that?
Tim before. I don't know. There's never. He must be bad. There's never been a good one. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I
I
liked
don't have an LVP. Can't think of one.
Anthony Savage. That guy was good.
What? Anthony James. He played Hector Savage.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, he's good.
I'll just go with Goulet, whatever.
Yeah, Goulet.
All right.
All right.
That's Naked Gun. Next week we'll do Naked Gun 33 and a third, the final insult, and the Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen and Pamela Anderson, who are not dating.
Are
by
you
the
okay?
way, not dating at all.
Yeah, not dating, but they tried to make us think they were. A little publicity stunt.
Bullshit.
Do you feel played? You feel
yeah.
lied to?
I do. I feel used.
I really don't like that actually. It's not
Me
cool.
neither.
I wasn't invested in it or anything, but still I feel lied to.
It seemed nice.
You think so?
Yeah.
His wife died once upon a time. He had a
That's
wife
true.
that died. I don't
Yeah,
know
what was her name?
I have no idea.
Oh, come on.
I just know he was in a few.
We gotta say it because my mom will text me this.
All right, Liam Neeson, ex
Natasha
wife,
Richardson.
dead.
Natasha Richardson. I got it.
Really?
I remember.
Who was she?
I don't know. She's an actress. She's in a ton of shit.
Skiing accident in Canada
Yeah.
resulted in severe head injury.
She's in the Parent Trap. The Lindsay Lohan
Really?
Parent Trap. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Logan.
Who's
Logan,
she, Mom?
you're like
Who's she?
Lohan, just one letter off.
Lindsay Lohan was in a commercial, and I typed it in my notes, and it autocorrected to Lindsay Logan. I was like, no, Lindsay Lohan.
That's good stuff. All right. Patreon.com/the franchise. We got commentary tracks coming your way. We
Did
did
we read that
Halloween
comment?
last week.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we read Michael Babcock's comment. Thank you, buddy. And
Congrats to Daniel. Beat me in fantasy football this week.
that's true. We were 1-on-1 in fantasy football. I tore him a new asshole. And
Should've brought it
and what else happened? We've got the commentary tracks, Halloween and Titanic we did recently. We got more of those coming up. We're gonna do what's this week?
Well, this
Ham
week we're doing
watching
ham
here?
watching here.
Is that this week?
Yeah, we'll do that on Wednesday.
All right, ham. We got a new ham watching here. I'll tell you all about what I thought about. I don't know, what have I watched recently?
I've been watching a lot of documentaries this week.
Oh, I watched The Paper, the new spin-off of The Office. I'll tell you
Really?
how I felt about
Tracy
that.
Letts in that? I think I saw that on IMDb.
No.
I think you're lying. Maybe you haven't
Might-
gotten up to that part.
I watched the whole thing.
I thought I
Maybe he
saw him
turned
on
up
the
and I
IMDb.
didn't recognize him.
Maybe disguise. Is anyone else there besides Oscar?
Uh,
I saw him in the trailers.
you see Bob Vance from Vance Refrigeration.
Loved Bob Vance.
And at one point, Oscar's on the phone. Turns out he's on the phone with Stanley. So great.
Little cameo from Stanley's big on the website Cameo. Were you aware? Oh, that's
Yeah.
not Stanley. That was the other guy.
Oh, it's Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah, yeah.
Stanley's cool. I like Stanley.
Yeah. So we'll. I got a lot of stuff to talk about though. We'll get there. And
Don't F with cats. That's my advice to people
Oh,
out there.
did you watch that?
Watch Don't
I
F with cats.
Fucking love that one.
Yep.
All right. And then we'll also talk about the beginning of season 46 of Survivor.
True.
And we got 2 more Big Brother recaps coming your way where we're talking about the end of BB 27.
Mhm.
We're down to the final 5.
Last I heard,
Who's
it might
it?
be 4 actually, like in the house right now. I might have been spoiled on something, but it might have been fake.
Uh-oh.
I
right,
heard
well-
like someone was out of the game. I was like, "Are you serious?"
Well, as far as I'm concerned, we're down to Keanu, the great Ava, Morgan and Vince, the Lovebirds,
Mhm.
and Lauren. No, not Lauren. She left last week. Who's the other one?
Ashley.
Ashley.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right. So more Naked Gun next week. Come on back, guys.
Please come back.
Now rest your weary legs and listen to the soothing sounds of Carole King here on 98.3 Franchise FM.